Hello and welcome to part 2 of our mailbag, where we're opening the more recent packages. Parcels. I'm going to call them parcels, because it makes me feel like I'm in the Old West. This is from Amy in Kansas. Oh, it's a pen! With some kind of theropod on it. And Lilo and Stitch stationery, so this person has good taste. So, to the team at Your Dinosaurs Are Wrong, your show is awesome. Thank you. I'm so glad it was able to continue even without the National Science Institute. I've always loved dinosaurs ever since I was a kid, so finding your show brought me a lot of joy and reignited my love for all things prehistoric, especially terrible lizards. Well, I'm glad. Amy just wanted to say thank you for keeping up the dino love. Y'all are awesome, and I can't wait for the next episode. P.S. I'm an artist, but definitely not a paleo artist. Still have one of my favorite dinosaurs, Argentinosaurus, that appears to be having a good day. Postscript. It's not a toy, but I'm quite fond of this dinosaur pen I got either at the Sternberg Museum of Natural History or at Dinosaur Adventure Park in Derby, Kansas. I don't remember which now. Not sure which clearly inaccurate dino it is, though. Maybe you guys could tell me and send it back? Thanks. Yeah, beyond saying that it's a theropod, it has 3 fingers on its hands, so I have to assume Allosaurus? Like, that feels like a safe bet, right? This has some heft to it, though. It's like the center of mass is way back on the pen. Feels like you have to write important things with this. But thank you, Amy. Next, we have a parcel from Scarlet. Your name is Scarlet? That's a cool name. Oh, and Coelophysis, I think? There's correspondence, so I guess we'll find out. I don't want to break... There's correspondence, but it's been sealed with a dinosaur sticker that I don't want to tear. But I think I have to tear it. Oh. Ah! Oh no. I didn't tear the sticker, but I tore the letter. Okay, sorry, Tyrannosaurus. You don't get legs anymore. Hello, Stephen and Liz. I hope you're both doing well. I have followed this show for the past year as well as follow your Patreon. Well, thank you. As you can guess, I am a fan. I've always been fascinated by dinosaurs. I have very fond memories of my mom supporting my obsession. Something we always did together was play the Lost World game on the original PlayStation 1. This game is the reason why Compsognathus is... Oh, okay, so it's a Compsognathus. Has always been my favorite dinosaur. This little guy always seemed so delicate in the game, but I can't help but picture him with feathers. Yet my undying love for the Compy made me purchase this toy specifically for your show. Well, thank you very much. I don't think we had a Compsognathus, surprisingly. Okay. Now that you say that it's the Compsognathus from The Lost World, I can see it. I don't know how well y'all can see the head on it, but it's pretty clearly the Compy from the movie, or at least inspired thereby. I can't tell if this... Oh, the jaw moves! A bit. Thank you, Scarlet. And apparently also an envelope full of dino stickers. Ah, a lot of dino stickers. Of a variety of... Oh, that one's kind of cool. It's like some Mobius stuff. There's a whole spread of these. Some of them have feathers. Some of them are clearly cartoons. One of them is playing drums, so that's cool. Yes, thank you, Scarlet. And now that I've spread them all out on the table, I need to put them back in the envelope. Next we have, there's no return address. Oh, it was drop shipped, okay. There's a packing slip, but it doesn't say who sent it. Yeah, no identifying information here. So we have some mystery boxes. It was shipped from North Carolina, but that doesn't mean that whoever sent it... Oh, they're mugs! In theory. There we go. Well, we can't show what this one is saying, but it's a dinosaur stating an expletive. I think I know who sent these. They share artwork from time to time that is of this genre of... Oh, it's the same thing, but with a theropod. I think it's supposed to be a Tyrannosaurus. It is funny. I just can't share what it's saying. But thank you. This is from someone in Dorset. Oh my goodness. This is from the Shaw Williams family. Okay. Hi, Steve and Liz. Here is a toy of Microraptor that we have bought for you. I can't wait until Amargasaurus is uploaded. Okay, so they sent this between us announcing Amargasaurus and before it was released. PNSO Microraptor. As you have an iguanodon changing from the old form to the modern form at the end of your episodes, perhaps it'd be good to do an episode on iguanodon, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. On the front page is part of our fossil collection. Right now we are reading a book called Mary Anning's Treasures by Helen Brush, which is really good. We live only around 2 hours drive from Lyme Regis, which is where Anning collected her fossils. Oh, it's an iguanodon footprint and an iguanodon bone of some description. We went for the first time last week. We found some ammonites there, which was good. Yeah, I imagine you did. We found some little fossilized shells embedded in the rock, which had their original white coloring. The rock is made from the blue lias mud, which we think is known for helping to preserve the color. We found the iguanodon... Oh, they found this! Okay. We found the iguanodon bone and footprint at Compton Bay on the Isle of Wight. There you can also see lots of iguanodon footprints, as a herd of iguanodon walked down to the end of the beach, which was a forest in the Cretaceous, and that is where they met their death. Oh, morbid. Perhaps you could also do an episode on Microraptor. Well, I would assume, since you sent a Microraptor, please make sure you use the up-to-date plumage coloring. Thank you, from the Shaw Williams family. Interesting. We don't usually get, like, fossil hunters. It's interesting that they had all that to say about ammonites and iguanodon, but then sent a Microraptor. Although we do have a lot of iguanodon at this point.
Should we let people know that they can actually vote to maybe get iguanodon if they become a patron right now?
If you are at the patron tier, $5 or higher, which is the juvenile tier, you can actually vote on what the next episode will be. You can't, by the time this video goes up, the election might be closed, but in the future. $7 tier gets to vote who goes on the $5 tier ballot. Because that seems fair. If you're supporting the show, we should I open this?
If you want.
If you're supporting the show, you should get a say in what gets made. There we go. Teach me to cut my fingernails. Well, there's instructions, but they're in Chinese. Wait, this Microraptor is named. It's Gao Yuan, the Microraptor. Huh. Is that normal? Do people just name, or do manufacturers just name the... Oh, it's... I halfway expected this to be like a assemble it yourself thing. but it's just a, wow. That's really nice. I like the pose. As opposed to, I guess ours isn't out here. But we have another Microraptor that's more of a, like what you'd see on heraldry. It's just holding all four of its limbs like, this looks like a pose the animal might actually have in life. Oh no, there we go. Oh, it's not supposed to be standing, it's supposed to be gliding. That's what, okay, cool. Thank you again from the Shaw Williams family. We have another box, or parcel from Tony and Christina in California. Out California way. Oh, there's original artwork and a Edmontosaurus, maybe? The artwork is of a spinosaurid of some kind, maybe Suchomimus. I'm sure they'll tell me.
He's doing fisticuffs or something.
Yes. I think this might be Trachodon, but I don't remember what, I think Trachodon is Montosaurus now? I'm not sure. What? So they don't think so. They think that this is a Baryonyx or Irritator, both spinosaurids, thing washed up on a beach in California. I think it's more of a Baryonyx. Please do Your Dinosaurs Are Wrong on these sailless spinosaurids. I'd like it back when you're done too. Sincerely, a fan. I can see how you would think that it's a, like a Suchomimus or something, or what did they say? Baryonyx or Irritator. But I think this is intended as a duck-billed hadrosaurid. But we do have sailless spinosaurids, as you call them, so we will do an episode on such a thing eventually. Next, we have a package from, oh, this is from Everett. He warned me that this was coming. Hello, please enjoy these drawings from Everett. Thanks. Good letter. Ooh. Everett often shares his artwork with us on the Discord, and I have never seen one of his pieces in person, though, only digitally. They're much bigger than I thought. I don't know why. Like, of course you use the whole page if you're drawing on a piece of paper, but for some reason, I guess seeing them on a computer screen, you just always assume that they're smaller than they are. But yeah, that's a very nice Pachycephalosaurus with some bristles. And, ooh, and an Archaeopteryx. If I could hold my hands still. There we go. Still shaking. Sorry, Everett. Thank you very much. He had asked us to choose dinosaurs and was somewhat, what's the word, coy about why he was asking, even though it was fairly obvious. But thank you very much. We have a box from Amanda, also in California. What? Oh, there's like instructions about what to do with each thing. Send back, send back, send back, okay? Dear, Your Dinosaurs Are Wrong. Do you remember sun-kissed fun fruit snacks? I loved shark bites, letters, numbers, animals, and dinosaurs as a kid. Well, the dinosaur one usually came with bonus trading cards. These cards happen to be from the late 80s, so some classic outdated dinosaurs. I have never heard of the trading cards associated with sun-kissed fruit snacks. Sorry, fun fruits snacks. 2 extra copies of Apatosaurus and Parasaurolophus I can easily give away, but I have only 1 copy of Stenonychosaurus, which we haven't covered yet, and do please send the card back. It's my only copy of it. I also have 2 old postcards of the Utah Fieldhouse of Natural History from Vernal, Utah, one with Ceratosaurus sculpture in front of the building and one of their muschops. I've never had to say this word. Moschops. I assume it's muschops, but it might be like muschops. From the Dinosaur Gardens. These postcards are from a family trip in Utah in the early 90s. Also send them back once done with covering them. Was thinking of sending a book from 1986, but it's kind of too precious to me to send in the mail. It's called Dinosaurs and Other Archosaurs, written and illustrated by Peter Zaliger, with a foreword by Ostrom, by John H. Ostrom. I've never heard of this book. But if Ostrom did a foreword, I mean, it must be legit. There's also a really funny-looking Ceratosaurus from the Definitely Dinosaurs Play School line from 1989. They were often given out as Wendy's Kids Meal toys. Please send it back after you do an episode on Ceratosaurus. I feel like wait, don't we have one of those? Like that specific thing? That you're ringing a bell here. Wendy's Kids Meal Play School Ceratosaurus?
I don't know if it was a Ceratosaurus or not. It might have been a different one from the line.
Is that what it was? Okay. Well, I know it arrived in one piece because this is mostly air. I've seen actual fossil bones shipped with less of a jacket. Oh my goodness. I do appreciate that Amanda sent us something that is clearly so precious to her that she had to package it so much. Ah, there we go. Hey, it's greener than the other Play School Ceratosaurus we have. But yeah, this is familiar.
He's a happy guy.
This is a happy Ceratosaurus. He's kind of creepily happy, actually, looking at his face. Oh wow, in protective cases and everything. We have outdated Parasaurolophus and some very outdated sauropods. Dino Facts from the editor. Dino Facts TM from the editors of Encyclopedia Britannica. I know it's encyclopedia, but they put an extra letter in there, so I always want to say it weird. Come on, back in your protection. There we go. Stenonychosaurus. Oh dear. It looks like a weird alien dinosaur with that giant head. Yeah, that's an 80s depiction of Stenonychosaurus, all right. Open here carefully. You don't know me very well. I am incapable of using any kind of tool carefully. Reckless abandon is the characterization I would... What? Oh, there we go. What? That was just a package for the package? If you have items that are this precious to you, no, I'm not gonna say don't send them, but like, you're putting a lot of pressure on me to make sure that I don't harm your stuff. I already forgot what this was. This is a postcard from the Utah Fieldhouse of Natural History from Vernal, Utah. Or a couple of them. Those are rather outdated, indeed. I wonder if those are still there. They couldn't be. There's a Ceratosaurus, a really small sauropod, and a Stegosaurus, all clustered together. And then this, I don't know what animal that's supposed to be. I think it's some kind of Triassic or even Permian. I forget what those animals are called. The large lumbering herbivorous reptiles that preceded the Permian-Triassic extinction. The name's going to come to me like immediately after we stop rolling because that's how my brain works. Thank you very much again, Amanda. This one is addressed to Stephen Bellettini, so we got to send it back. There's nobody here, nobody at this address by that name. This is from Derek. He says, the figure here is of a Deinosuchus. I thought it would be interesting to do an episode on an animal that is usually depicted just as a big crocodile and show how this reptile differs from modern crocodilians. That's a good thought. I am the first to admit that I don't know a ton about extinct Suchians. I should, but I meant to learn about them and never got around to it. Though honestly, we get sent toys that I know almost nothing about all the time, so that's hardly a... Wow! I didn't expect it to be squishy. That's kind of satisfying to deform. Huh. Got a crocodilian. Deinosuchus. Thank you, Derek. I can make it talk. Thank you, Derek. Penultimate box is from Ashley in New York. Oh my goodness. Well, we have I want to say a Patasaurus. It's not labeled. Some kind of diplodocid sauropod. We have an enormous Ceratosaurus. We already had a big Ceratosaurus. It's not out here. We had a big Ceratosaurus, but this dwarfs even that. Oh, that's weird. So it's got a nasal horn and a brow horn, but it's only got one brow horn. You don't usually see that. It's like an intermediate morph between classic Ceratosaurus and Bertrand. And we have a giant, I want to say Dimetrodon. It's a sail-backed synopsid of some kind, I think. We have a correspondence. Hi, Stephen. I'm not sure if you're still making episodes during the pandemic. We are. But I was cleaning out my closet and I found these. The Apatosaurus, I was right, isn't particularly relevant since you've already made a video on it, but I think the Edaphosaurus, okay, so it's not a Dimetrodon. Oh, I could have read the belly. Yeah, that's supposed to be an Edaphosaurus. Okay, cool. And a Ceratosaurus I've sent are especially egregious. They are. The fact that the generic carnivorous lizard with a sail is actually labeled Edaphosaurus is very strange to me, as it's far less pop culturally known than Dimetrodon. As for the Ceratosaurus, I think it speaks for itself. I like that this is the second dinosaur we've gotten today that has a creepy grin in anterior view. That square front on its face, that's weird. P.S. Please excuse the smudging in this letter. I'm left-handed, so this tends to happen. It's fine. Ashley, Yes, thank you. This is the single largest open-mouthed hollow toy I've ever seen. Because usually they're the little ones, but yeah, Edaphosaurus, okay. Which I always want to say as Edaphosaurus, but I don't know where I got that from. And our last box. There we go. Which is from Vanessa in Alabama, I want to say. Oh, there's a lot in this box. Dear, your dinosaurs are wrong. These are very special to me. When I was a child, I received a present of realistic, air quotes, dinosaur toys for Christmas. Many of these are from that set. Watching your series has intrigued me, and I now act as Steven did, critiquing dinosaur toys or statues I see with no prompting. I feel like I should make a joke here. The conditioning is working. Oh, I can't turn to that camera. Watching your series has... Oh, right, I already said that. Please take care of these. I've held on to them for long enough. You both will love them in a fun way, and hopefully they appear in the background of a video. P.S. My favorite dinosaurs are longnecks and Carnotaurus. Brachiosaurus is by far the most wondrous creature to have walked the earth. I disagree, but I respect your opinion. Besides Tudes, Vanessa. Oh. Postscript. You will notice some paints. I added blood to one of these, and I also liked to paint their toenails. Some are missing tails. Blame my childhood dog, Herbie. You all rock. Keep on keeping on. You too, and thank you. I never painted blood on my toys. I did paint the tongue on one because it wasn't red. Oh, an articulated Brachiosaurus with a somewhat placid expression on its face. Wait, what? There's buttons. Does it? It has long since ceased to function, whatever these buttons originally did. A second Brachiosaurus. This is from 1996. Seeing if there's another Brachiosaurus hiding in here. There is! A third Brachiosaurus from 1992. I like how these all have different head crests. Like that one, it looks more like an actual crest. This one, it looks like the classic nose with the nostrils in it. This one is just a much more forward thrust nose, again with the nostrils up on the crest. Oh, hey! Yeah, it's the Schleich Allosaurus, I believe. And this looks like the classic Apatosaurus. Or maybe Diplodocus? I have a tiny version of this, and I think it's supposed to be Diplodocus, but I'm not sure. The head tells me that it's supposed to be Apatosaurus, because that looks like the sort of classic, horribly reconstructed skull that they used to put on Apatosaurus. Oh my. We have a very squat, like, goblin of a Stegosaurus. I like the color scheme, though, with the black face and little green bumps. We have a raptor of some kind. Oh. Oh, with an articulated head and tail? 1997 UCC and Amblin. So this is a Jurassic Park thing? Oh, you waggle the tail. Oh, that's clever. So you waggle the tail and go. Oh, it even stands non-tripod. Cool. We have a. It's an Allosaurus from 1992. It kind of looks like this one. Yeah. No. Hush, Megalosaurus. It looks Yeah, 1992 UKRD. These are the same like line of toys from two different people. We got a Allosaurus and a Iguanodon. Huh. Oh. Oh. I take solace in the fact that the shattering noise you just heard was not a toy someone sent us. It was merely an owl ornament that I put up there for laughs. Oh, what? Okay, so this is a... Oh, it's the baby Rex from The Lost World. The Jurassic Park sequel where they broke its leg and they had to put a cast on it. Oh, that's weird. Wait, so does the cast come off? Oh, it does. The cast comes off and you can like see the bone, or I guess it's just supposed to simulate that it can't stand on that leg. I mean, you don't see, like usually when you have an injury in a dinosaur toy, it's in like we're gonna cut open part of it and there's gonna be red slashes on it. You don't usually see like, hey, it broke its leg and can't walk. Ooh, this looks like the same. Yeah, this is also UKRD. Doesn't have a year, but I guess it's supposed to also be an Allosaurus, but it's got this look on its face. It can see backwards. It has binocular vision. Caudally. Why would... It looks like a claymation. Like if Aardman Animation or somebody made a dinosaur cartoon. Actually, they did make a dinosaur cartoon, but let's see. And oh, we got a Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus with its frill. Yeah, see, this is the kind of injury you usually see, even though it's not painted. Like where they just have a slash out of them. This feels like a kid's meal toy. I can't prove it, but that's what it feels like to me. And a gigantic What? We have a gigantic pteranodon whose feet are on backwards. What? Why would you do... Like, those are clearly... Like, they have the surface of the bottoms of the feet and the claws pointing this way. So they're explicitly backwards. Who would make such a thing? Made in China. Well, yeah, I figured, but... That's ridiculous. It's heavy, too. This is like... That's got some heft to it. Well, thank you very much, Vanessa. That's a lot of toys. And thank you to everyone who sent in toys and art and cards of various descriptions. We could not make the show without subject matter, so this is very helpful and amusing. If you would like to send in a toy or just correspond with us, our address is in the description. I would ask that you check the list, which will also be in the description, of all the genera of animals that we've already received toys for. And like, I'm not gonna turn anything away, but just know that like, we have Ceratosaurus at this point. We're good on Ceratosaurus. But thank you for watching, and we hope that you will see us soon. Did that make... That didn't make any sense.